Poggio Bracciolini, De Varietate Fortunae, Episode 1. This is the frontispiece for the text that we will be using in this series, Poggio Bracciolini Florentini Historiae de Varietate Fortunae Libri Quatuor. In other words, of Poggio Bracciolini, these are masculine singular genitives, both of these, of Florence, as is that. So these first three, masculine singular genitive of Florence, Historiae, the histories, or the historical accounts, we might say, concerning the varietate, the vagaries, or the changeability of fortune, how luck changes. Libri Quatuor, 4 books. This was published Lutetii Parisiorum, at Paris. That's what Lutetii Parisiorum means. Lutetii is a locative, a feminine singular locative, and Parisiorum is a masculine plural genitive. And this one was published in 1723. And then before the beginning of the first chapter, there is the Proemium, so Poggio Bracciolini Florentini Historiae de Varietate Fortunae Libri Primi Proemium ad Nicolaeum Papam Quintum. In other words, once again, same thing, of Poggio Bracciolini of Florence. These are genitives, the histories, or the historical accounts of the changeability of fortune. The proemium, or the introduction, proemium, you can see that this letter here is very often, as it is here, presented as a single letter because it is the diphthong OE, so proemium, and this is a word of Greek origin, of course. And he dedicated this one to ad Nicolaeum Papam Quintum, to Pope Nicholas V. Pope Nicholas V died in 1447, and that's in fact the year in which Poggio wrote this work and dedicated it to him. This then is how the proemium, or the introduction of Book 1, begins. Multa, notice the drop cap, multa quondam paca ac bello preclardere ante ninum Assyriordrum regem fuisse arbitror, quae scriptordrum inopia nulla ad noseordrum traducta cognitione vetustas absumpsit. So he says, many things previously, multa quondam, both in peace and in times of war, many famous things, ante ninum Assyriordrum regem, before Ninus, the king of the Assyrians, I think that they took place. So here we have arbitror, which is the main verb of this sentence, and then we have a relative clause from quae through absumpsit. Arbitror is the main verb, so I think that there were fuisse multa. I think that there were once, quondam, many famous things, multa praeclara, both in peace and in war, before the reign of Ninus, the king of the Assyrians. These are things which, quae, so the antecedent of quae is going to be multa or praeclara. Multa and praeclara are both neuter plural and accusative because they are the subjects of this infinitive fuisse, whereas quae is neuter plural and it is accusative as the object of absumpsit. So I hold, or I imagine, I suspect, arbitror. That's a first singular deponent, first conjugation verb, arbitror, arbitrari. I suspect that there were, fuisse, many things in peace and war, many famous things, before the reign of Ninus, king of the Assyrians. Of course, ninum and regem are accusative, objects with the preposition ante, and Assyriorem is masculine, plural genitive, king of the Assyrians. Things that, quae, because of the, that's inopia, which is ablative, because of the scarcity of writers, the inopia, the lack of writers, and a nulla cognitione, no knowledge of those things, eordrum, handed down, traducta, to us, antiquity, vetustas, the long passage of time, erased them, or absumpsit, destroyed them. So this latter part of the sentence is pretty straightforward. We start with the object, quae, which I've already told you is neuter plural accusative. The subject is vetustas, feminine singular, and nominative. So those many important accomplishments, even before Ninus, those ones, quae, antiquity, vetustas, long passage of time, destroyed them, absumpsit. This is absumo, absumere. It's a third conjugation verb. And here it's used in the perfect indicative because that's the third principal part, absumpsi. So how did it destroy them? It destroyed them in 2 ways. First, inopia scriptorum, by means of the scarcity or the lack of writers. Nobody wrote down those famous events. This is feminine singular ablative. And the second way that it destroyed them was because there was nulla cognitione, no knowledge of those events passed down, traducta. And this is a participle, also in the feminine singular ablative, and it's from traducere, third conjugation. No knowledge of those events, eorum refers to quae, handed down to us. So that's what vetustas does.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the lesson, please press the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment.